Hello everybody, peace be upon you. Welcome back to this beautiful video. I'm going to explain all of the things today, some of the problems being created between the West and between the East, between the Muslims, between the other religions of this world, and who the Muslims actually are and what are their beliefs, right? So first starting with the beginning, I said Assalamu alaikum, and you didn't even realize it because it wasn't in Arabic, it was in English, which means peace be upon you, right? So you would have felt pleasure with it, but when I use Arabic, you feel wrong. Why? What's the problem? Because you have got a pejorative perception, stereotyping, that is definitely not the thing you should be having in your mind. The thing is that if we consider the Islamophobia, it's already been clear in the points being provided in the debate by the Mehdi Hassan in Oxford Union, where he said if we are if a small amount of people, right, few hundred or maybe few thousand, if or maybe you can say just few thousand, sorry, if they claim that they are Muslims, right, and if they do the terrorist activities, so are you going to consider all of the Muslims that they are terrorists? Of course not. That is 100% wrong, and it doesn't give you a sense at any point. You can't do it for any religion because at every time, if you see the history, there have always been the people who claim a certain religion and they do terrorist activities so that they will be able to get some benefits of it. And sometimes it's an intelligence effort so as to blame a certain community in the eyes of the local people, so as to show a certain kind of resistance to them. I don't know, maybe it's definitely for their own benefits. All right. Okay. So the thing is that if we see Donald Trump, he once I was hearing his interview, he mentioned that I think Muslims hate us, right? I think Islam hate us. On the other hand, wherever there's a money, he is always running there. If you see the Saudi prince Mohammed bin Salman, he have always gone to him and he always tells him that these jets are just biscuits for you. Buy it, buy the weapons from us. We're gonna just give us the money, right? Just give us the fuel. So just give us the gold. He's always going for these kind of things. So where is your perception here that Islam hates you? If there is a money, Islam isn't hating you. If there is no money, or if you're trying to, if you're having the authority to grab money from a certain land, then Islam is hating you. Come on, what are you talking about? Moving forward about the Muslims, they believe in the Islam, which means to submit to your will, to the one God, to the Allah, the Almighty, who is He is the superior, He is the one, He is the eternal, He's never begotten, He never begets, right? And nothing is comparable to Him, and it's been proven from the Bible as well. So I'm not saying that I have proven it. Of course, I'm not having that much authority, that much knowledge, but it's been proven by a lot of scholars and it's been accepted by the Christian priests as well. So the thing is clear that there is no negative perception. It's just a game being played about the Muslims that they are something wrong, they are something terrorist, right? Okay, so let's talk about the Gaza at this point. What is Hamas? And what should be the ideology of the people about them? Well, if you consider the local people, they are continuously participating in Hamas. Why? Because their dear, their loved ones, they are being killed. And according to psychology, there are three things, right? Forensic psychology says if there is revenge, if there is love, and if there is money, you're gonna go for the fight, you're gonna go for the killing, or anything like that that is violent. So if they are providing, if they're killing their loved ones, because so far we have seen the Israel and the weapons being provided by the United States of America, it have resulted in the death of civilian casualties. And I'm not saying that the whole United States is wrong, because there are hundreds of thousands of people who have done demonstration against the administration that they should not provide help to the Israel because they are currently in war. And of course that money and those resources are being used in killing the innocent people, even small babies. At this point, it has been pretty clear that United States, of course, it shouldn't go for such things which should destroy its image, because if your image is destroyed, the world is not going to believe in you, and of course, the world is not going to believe in the superiority or in being the superpower of the United States anymore, and it can result in the renunciation or in breaking the deals with the United States. Like recently, China made it started making a lot of deals with the other countries when the United States launched unreasonable tariffs on it. So these are some of the things which destroys the belief in you. And furthermore, these wrong steps, such as these wrong steps, such as where you aren't able to protect your image and you take the president of another country, such as Venezuela. So what happens from it is that your image is created wrong, and the word it starts putting investment into the other things, such as BRICS, right? So what happens because of it, the other alienation the alienation of other countries happens from the other blocks, right? Different blocks are created, and at the end of the day, there is always a risk of the world war that I already said. uh, okay, so moving forward toward the Muslims, we have moved toward some of the other things that is happening in the world currently. So Muslims, there are now today. There is no corner of the world where there aren't. Where there is a region where there shouldn't be Muslims. Right, in every country of the world, there are a lot of Muslims living right peacefully, and a lot of them they have served different communities, in the Christians, the other religions, the people of other religions. So they are always being appreciated as well. That's not a thing. So we should be calculating. Um, Now, this thing is pretty clear that there is no violence in the Muslims, the religion is of peace, everything is fine. So, and this thing is also clear to the Western media, but they always, if there is some kind of attack being done by a person who has some kind of association to a religion that's Islam, they will always say Muslim attack, right? A person believing in Islam attack, right? There are billions of people, right, who are Muslims, and you're associating their belief to something that's criminal. If there are hundreds of thousands of criminals being caught and being you can say fled in the United States of America, have anybody ever said while announcing the criminal that Christian is Christian is the one who is doing the murder? No. So this is a kind of propaganda, and in literature we often study linguistic politics and the propaganda is being done by the world for their own benefits, and that's pretty clear that benefits the benefits, of course, they're the thing which makes the countries do the things that aren't good, but still they move for it. All right. So this was a kind of concept that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to clear to provide a good perception to the people. Now, moving forward to my own life, I was recently making a video where I was just trying to do some punching on the punching bag, and one of the person he commented on the video, on the short video, that you look like a noob. Also, of course, I was just a beginner, so I'm a noob in that thing. Normally, I don't do those kind of stuffs, but I was just doing it for my exercise, especially at the end of the papers, and at the end of each exam that I would give, at the end of each paper that I would go for boxing, just for refreshing my body. So it doesn't matter if you do proper tricks or not, right? You just need to move your body so as to give it some length. Somebody also advised you should just keep your head down, and you should just protect your face. I'm not going for any fight. Why should I protect my face? I'm just doing exercise. Well, thanks for the advice anyway. All right. So now I have come back to my home after a long time. I'm sitting here enjoying my life and doing this video stuff. Before it, I just grabbed a lot of books in front of me and I wanted to make videos on them. I wanted to explain the key concepts in those books. But when I was doing that, what happened? The light was going again and again at an interval of 10 minutes. So what I did, I just stopped it, packed it. I explained the first two, you can say 45 different key concepts, right, from different books, but it wasn't possible for me to move forward. I've like taken out all of the books, but now I have come to know it's not possible for me to cover all of them. Look, take a look of it. A lot of books, right? And these in front of me that I was explaining. So it is not possible, and the time that I calculated that in the time where I would be able to explain the key concepts really faster, it wasn't possible. It was taking me a lot of time because I was bringing out a lot of concepts relating it to many other things, and and without that stuff, explaining anything isn't possible. So now what should I do? What should I do? I think so I should just go back and start studying, start doing my own stuff rather than explaining all these stuffs, because it's requiring or it's taking a lot of time, and we aren't having that much time. And by tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna go back to my home. I mean my hostel, and there I'll be just chilling around. Okay, let me just grab some of the books. I think so. As I'm like sitting free, I should give a try to. I'm done with the books. I also explain 9 hours in the night, or 8 to 9 hours, when I'm like teaching to the foreign students from the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, and Australia. Recently, I've got one. I've got one from Australia as well. All right, so let us go outside and just chill around. What about the mess that I have made by bringing out these books? It's okay. It won't be a problem. And what about the book of semantics that I have put forward? Let me see if I can explain the things in it. Okay. Mm-hmm. The word into the. All right, all right. Semantics. Okay. So I think so. Explaining these steps takes a lot of time, and rather than explaining it, I would prefer what doing some preparation for the exam that is like hanging ahead of me or is waiting ahead of me. Let's go outside. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so it's really shiny. Sun is there, and I've got several chicks. I don't know where they are right now. So, all right. I just hanged around and nothing is there to be done. So I'm just closing it and I'm going back to my work to enhance my vocabulary about these books. Even though I make a plan that I will cover a lot of books in seconds, but this brain isn't that much fast so as to see the page and that's you have learned. It takes you several minutes to read a complete page and then a complete book several hours. So it isn't possible for today. But what I love here is that I have got a dictionary. Let me see. But it's Urdu to English, and my Urdu isn't that strong to convert to understand this dictionary. So I'll have to get from English to English. So take care. Bye bye.